May 21, 2018 national teams get to take 23 players to the World Cup. That's all, and that strict limit means that every 4 years, many good ones are left out. The reasons can vary. A player can be out of favor, out of form, or simply out with an injury. This year, as usual, some of the omissions have been more surprising and controversial than others. Here are 6 players who are healthy and ready to go but won't be joining their teams in Russia, to the consternation of some of their country's fans. Alvaro Morata, Spain. Who is he? A 25-year-old striker for Chelsea, who had 11 Premier League goals this season after being acquired for $75 million. Why is he missing out? After a good start at Chelsea, Morata's form slipped noticeably in the new year. What are they saying? Including 4 players up front was not something we wanted to do, Spain's manager, Julen Lopetegui, said. We have opted for 3 other players who had different assets. What is he saying? A lot of luck in the World Cup. From now on I will be supporting and encouraging until the end as always. Who will play his role? Diego Costa, a former Chelsea striker now with Atletico Madrid, is available up front, as are Iago Aspas of Celta Vigo and Rodrigo of Valencia. Honorable mention omissions: Cesc Fabregas and Marcos Alonso of Chelsea and Sergi Roberto of Barcelona. Radja Nainggolan, Belgium. Who is he? A 30-year-old midfielder at Roma, the club he helped guide to the Champions League semi-finals. Nainggolan is also known for his blonde mohawk and copious tattoos. Why is he missing out? Perhaps because of the controversy he sometimes sows. He has sounded off about previous omissions and has been faulted for smoking and drinking. What are they saying? Radja Nainggolan is a top player, the reason is tactical, manager Roberto Martinez said. In the past 2 years the team has worked in a specific manner. Other players had those roles. We know Radja has a very important role in his club and we cannot give him that role in our squad. What is he saying? Very reluctantly my international career comes to an end, he said on Instagram. I've always done everything I could to represent my country. Being yourself can be bothering. From this day on I will be the first fan. Who will play his role? Yuri Tielemans of Monaco and Axel Witsel of Tianjin Quanjian are candidates. Anthony Martial, France. Who is he? A 22-year-old forward for Manchester United. Why is he missing out? He slipped out of the pecking order at United after Alexis Sanchez was signed and struggled to force his way back onto the field. What are they saying? They were good against Germany, but that was only one match. That aside, they were a bit less, manager Didier Deschamps said of Martial and Alexander Lacazette of Arsenal, who also was left off the World Cup roster. Who will play his role? Antoine Griezmann was always going to be France's first choice. Honorable mention omissions: Lacazette and midfielder Dimitri Payet of Olympique Marseille, who injured his thigh in the Europa League final last week. Image: Alvaro Morata will not be kissing the World Cup this summer. Credit David Klein/Reuters. Who is he? A 25-year-old from Borussia Dortmund who scored the winning goal in the World Cup final 4 years ago. Why is he missing out? Götze battled myopathy, a muscle illness, last season, missing a lot of time. But the injury was only the final setback in a career that seemed to go awry after his great moment in Brazil. What are they saying? It wasn't his season, manager Joachim Löw said. He did not show what his qualities are. He just did not have the form. What is he saying? Of course I'm sad that I'm not attending the World Cup. Who will play his role? Germany is so deep it can run out any number of players in Götze's position and not miss a beat. Honorable mention omission: the man who assisted on that World Cup winning goal, Andre Schürrle of Dortmund, also is out, as is Emre Can of Liverpool. Who is he? A 20-year-old midfielder who at 18 played a big role in his country's European Championship 2 years ago, winning Young Player of the Tournament. Why is he missing out? Sanchez has not played especially well at Bayern Munich or on loan at Swansea City this past season. He drew attention for an incident in which he seemed to pass the ball directly to an advertising board. What are they saying? "It hurts not to be able to include all the players who were with us in the European Championship," Portugal manager Fernando Santos said. "All of them helped us write a brilliant page in the history of Portuguese football." Who will play his role? Possible midfielders in the final squad include Bruno Fernandes and William Carvalho of Sporting Lisbon and João Moutinho of Monaco. All are seen as clearly superior to Sanchez at the moment. Joe Hart, England. Who is he? A 31-year-old goalkeeper with Manchester City. He has been the starter for England for its last 3 international tournaments, including the 2014 World Cup. He started 9 of England's 10 World Cup qualifying matches. Why is he missing out? Hart lost his job at City, was loaned to West Ham, then at the end of the season was benched there as well. What are they saying? In Joe's case, he's been England number 1 with 75 caps. I don't think it would be respectful to say to him, "Would you go on standby?" Manager Gareth Southgate said. "What is he saying? Not going to lie, I'm gutted," Hart said on Instagram. "I know what I bring to the team, but it is what it is." Who will play his role? Jack Butland of Stoke started the final England qualifier. Jordan Pickford of Everton is also a candidate to start. Honourable mention omission, Jack Wilshere, the Arsenal midfielder who has struggled with injuries off and on for years. More big names could find out they won't be on the plane to Russia this summer. While some nations have finalised their teams, many have not. Final rosters are due June 4.